Composting in Jeffco School's lunchrooms. Why composting? Are you aware that your school produces over 483,520 pounds of waste per day, while the average restaurant in the US produces only 100,000 a year? That brings the annual weight of waste production by schools up to a whopping 156,484,800 pounds. That's 156,384,800 pounds more than a restaurant. That's insane. This is why we need to implement a composting system into the lunchrooms of Jeffco schools. Studies show that composting reduces the annual weight of waste by nearly 1/3. On top of that, it recycles nutrients back into the soil, it prevents soil erosion, and it creates awareness about recycling and waste reduction efforts. Getting started. Step 1. Get your supplies. All you'll need is 5-gallon buckets. The amount varies with how many students eat per lunch period. A cart for housing the buckets, cloth rags, sawdust, 5-gallon compostable bags, gloves, masks, and 2 to 3 wheeled 35-gallon trash cans. Step 2. Pick up. Put out an application for bids for food scrap or organics collection. This can include regular haulers, community members, or local farmers. Explain what you're looking for and make sure to ask how often they'll pick up and what they'll do with the finished product. It will also make things a lot easier if you set a designated pickup time. Step 3. Procedures. Part 1 of 3. Place a small whiteboard on either side of the cafeteria. Have some student or staff write what lunch items are compostable that day. Before you take the bags out to the bins, look through them for things that may not be compostable. Make sure to wear gloves during this process as to avoid possible skin irritants and to stay clean. If you find anything that isn't compostable, set it aside for the trash. Once you've done this to all of the buckets in the cafeteria, collect and tie up all the bags and then take them out to the bins for collecting. Step 4. Procedures, Part 2 out of 3. Students scrap all food scraps into the 5-gallon buckets that sit on a cart in the lunchroom. Step 5. Weigh food scraps by placing an empty bucket on a scale and subtracting that weight from the total weight. Record the amount to show savings in the disposal of solid wastes produced by the cafeteria. The weight can also be used to construct math problems or track the composting operation. Step 6. Procedures, Part 3 of 3. A designated staff or a group of students should take the bags out of the buckets, tie them up, and take them to the wheeled bins. Pickup frequency depends on the rate in which the bins fill up. Step 7. Adjust your trash pickup schedule accordingly to reflect the diversion of food scraps and recycling. Be sure to monitor cost change to keep track of the monetary value of composting. 5 daily tasks. Collect food scraps, weigh food, transport food scraps outside, clean up, and have food scraps picked up.